Okay, so time for luxury jewelry.
Okay, thank you.
I had to go back to Van Cleef after I went there last time and tried on that carnelian bracelet. I really was sparked by the craftsmanship and just how their bracelets actually look in person. You really don't know until you get to experience and see them. So I did make an appointment and then I was sat down, and it's very formal in there. It feels very relaxed when you go to the fine jewelry section in Harrods as compared to the bag area, which has a lot of foot traffic and it's just more personal. So the guy who served me was really lovely, and he brought out a whole bunch of bracelets. At this stage they have run out of quite a few bracelets, so we didn't have a lot to show me, but I specifically said that I wanted things that were like rose gold or also white gold as well. And the first one that I tried on was the blue stone. I don't remember what it was called, but it had gold hardware around the stone, and this one was very eye-catching. I did think it was lovely, very beautiful. Not for me. The gold for me is just not something that I'm looking to adding to my collection. I find that it will probably just throw me off. And then I tried on this other stone, which was like purple and white, and it had white gold surrounding it, and it was so gorgeous. I cannot even explain how nice this looked. The SA kept saying that this looks really good on your skin tone. Like, no, this one looks really nice on your skin tone. Even though I tried on a few, I was definitely seeing it as well. I just loved how the white gold, maybe because I was wearing like kind of silver today as well, and my bracelets were silver. So definitely this looked really good with my skin tone and also the jewelry I'm wearing. So I do wear silver, and white gold is definitely something that I've been interested in. Definitely got me thinking whether or not that is something that I'd want to get instead of the carnelian rose gold one. And then I tried on the mother of pearl with, I think, the white gold, and it was okay. It looked really kind of nice, but just not as special as the one that I just tried on. And for some reason I just don't really love the mother of pearl on my skin. So I was just toying between these two. And then I also tried on the carnelian and the rose gold one. And I was told that this is super delicate and something that you'd only want to wear on occasions and not as an everyday piece. And when they say everyday piece, they actually don't mean that you're showering with it, you're living in it. They actually just mean that you're putting it on and you're taking it off when you're having a shower, but you can still wear it every day. So general wear and tear on this one is actually quite strong. So there's nothing they can do about the scratches that it can accumulate in the rose gold part of this bracelet. So he did say that is a lot more fragile and you're better off getting pretty much all of them else except for this one with that rose gold cutting. I then moved over to Chanel and I tried on some of their Cocoa Crush rings. Now I haven't tried on the Cocoa Crush rings for a few years now. It was in 2020 when I tried them on. So I was trying on the beige gold, and I also tried on the white gold, and the white gold looked really nice as well. But I still can't decide whether or not I want the small size, which is the one that kind of looks a bit thicker, or if I want the mini version, because the mini version will look really good stacking, and it might also look good with the stack that I currently have. So I do have an infinity band and I also have the love ring. I'm just trying to think of what would be best if I went a bit more chunkier, or if I just had another thin ring to wear on another finger. I wasn't wearing any of my jewelry today, so I wasn't really able to see what they would all look like together. So I was only wearing this other ring, so I just kind of tried them on with that, and you know, I thought they looked really cool, but I definitely need a little bit more time to think whether or not I still want to add a Cocoa Crush to my collection. It has been a few years of pondering over the idea, but I'm just not sure whether or not it's such a strong need for me to have. I then headed up to the women's sleeping department and the lingerie department, and I tried on some of these sleeper outfits, so they are sort of for sleeping or for evening wear. This is so much fun. I would definitely probably use them for evening wear, as I think the feathers are probably going to end up plucked like a plucked chicken in the middle of the bed. I thought that this sleeper set was just the cutest. I've got my top underneath so my arms look a bit weird, but this is the new collection. It's blue and you've got the ostrich feathers, which are really cool as well. Yeah. You could wear it like on an evening, some heels. Very unconventional, but I do think it works. I would say that it's probably more of an evening wear outfit, so I did think these were really cool. I love the blue color. I can definitely see it pairing up with my white latte Lady Dior. It would just look like such a nice outfit, very chic, and something you can wear out for dinner. So here's the bit more muted blue with the dark blue sleeves. I also like this one as well. It's so hard because they're both very similar. But I'm probably leaning towards the other one. Definitely with this sort of an outfit, you want to be wearing like dangly earrings, your makeup done, and maybe some heels as well, just so that you are looking like you're not wearing pajamas, or that yes, it looks like you're wearing pajamas, but you're so done up that nobody's really going to care. Next, I walked past Prada upstairs, and I was not actually intending on walking in Prada. Whenever I see Prada in Harrods, I kind of look at it and think, oh yeah, there's Prada, there's the nylon bags, there's this and that. But for me, the nylon bags have never been an interest. I have a friend who loves hers, and she bought hers with me a few years ago, and she absolutely adores it. But we're very different styles, and for me, I like a little bit more of a classic bag. So when I walked past the window and I saw this new Prada bag, which is kind of like the, I think it's called the Chloe bag, mixed with another version. Oh my God, I just could not. I could not fathom that this was something that was so up my lane from Prada. So it was in the black color, and it also had that longer shape, which is very classic. The strap was very short as well. So I had to go in there and I had to try it on. And as soon as I tried it on, I was like, wow, this is something that I think that I actually really need. Especially the fact that it was small, and it has the logo, and the logo kind of flicks up like this to get in. So instead of it flicking like a regular logo where you'll flick it up, it actually flicks the opposite way and then comes out, which is quite good because you can see exactly where you're putting the flap when you go to put it away. But anyway, I was not expecting it to have another strap in there. So I was just thinking it was going to be like the Celine one or the YSL, where you just put it on and, you know, that's the bag, that's the style. You can have it under the shoulder or you can dangle it over your arm, but no. This bag, even though it was tiny, it included another strap that you could use as a crossbody bag. And this is what kind of sold me. I was like, okay, I was this close. I was like, I need to get this right now. Even though it was really new, I was like, okay, let me sit on this. I'm going to Europe soon. I can definitely get some savings if I go and get it over there. But all I can say is that this is the type of bag that I would invest in to wear with clothing that's a lot more casual, or evening wear that is a little bit more bodycon. So I wouldn't wear this with my floral dresses, my larger dresses. I would definitely have my Lady Dior's for those types. But I think with this one, I can envision myself wearing a sleek black dress and just tucking it under the shoulder. There also was a white version, which I did try on. And this was more of a boxy shape, but I definitely think that I was more interested in the black. The black was definitely more at my alley. Even though I tried on the square version and that was classic, The sales associate did make a point that it is like a very similar shape to the bag that I was wearing, and I thought, yes, that is true, and I don't have anything of the round kind of new sensation shape. Then I went to Zimmermann. I had to go to Zimmermann as I have a wedding coming up. I really wanted to try on some of the dresses from the new collection, and they are very whimsical. There's a lot of blues, reds, oranges, and then there's like very pale pastel pinks and like mandarin tones. So I wasn't really sure. I picked up like the mandarin pink ones and they just weren't looking very good for me. Also, they were a lot shorter than I expected. That midi length I wasn't really feeling. But then there was this beautiful green dress that I've seen on the website and I just think looks so timeless and beautiful. And the shade of green is really flattering. It's flattering for people with a lighter skin tone, or if you're tanned like me, or even if you're really dark. I just find that that mossy green is so good on everyone. The first size I tried was a little bit tight on the arm, so I did have to switch that one over and get a size up. So I was happy once I sized up, it fit perfectly. And then I tried on a couple of other dresses. One was like a shorter dress that had like a yellow floral arrangement at the front, and I really love this one. It looked really nice and it did have cuffs, and I think the cuffs always make the dress look a little bit more elevated as opposed to a scrunch roll up, which a lot of dresses now do. So the cuff is always just a little bit more elegant, and instead of the buttons that they usually do with the cuff, Zimmermann knows how to make things comfortable. So what I noticed is that there's a zip there as well as a zip on the back, and then buttons all the way down. So if you wanted, you could unbutton every button, and there's a lot of dresses like that, and it's like a shirt. But the thing with the Zimmermann buttons is that they're a lot thicker, and if you are kind of like pressing them and everything, you could definitely make them a lot more dirty. So it's so handy that they have a zip at the back, because you can just zip yourself right in, and they also had it for the sleeves as well. Then I tried on the maxi length one, which had a brown floral arrangement at the front, and this was all right. I was just like, okay, meh. It's nothing special. I definitely like the other two. And I also tried on this beautiful blue silk dress, which I was just thinking, oh, let me just see how this silk dress fits on my body, because I do see it a lot, and I've even seen it on sale before on websites, but I've always just think, is it gonna sit on my body right? I know Zimmermann has really good structure, but I just wanted to see how this looked, and what can I say? It did not disappoint, especially that long length. It kind of tapers to the side, and I think this looks so gorgeous on the body. It just opens up at the leg at the perfect amount, and then the sleeves, they're not too puffy, and they just have that little bit of a pinch here, which really does help to balance out the rest of the frills on the dress. And there we have it. You came shopping with me to Harrods, and I showed you some of the best things that they have, some of the things I'm personally interested in. I hope there was a few things that you got to see there that you also liked as well. And thank you so much for joining me all the way till the end. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.